Exporting a sequence to the H.264 codec file format. So first thing we want to do is come down into our timeline and click in our timeline. We want to go up to our file and we want to come down to export. Now we have a few options here. So we can go with an EDL. This is used for recreating a file and related media, not used very often. We could go with an OMF option. This is used to export audio tracks. We could come down and go with an AAF option, which is an advanced authoring format file. So we can exchange digital media and metadata with this. We can go with export it to Final Cut Pro if we're going to that software. But for the most part, what we're going to do is we're always typically going to go to Media. So let's click on Media. So in default, it goes to AVI. AVI is an old format from 10-15 years ago, not really used that much anymore. So we're going to change our format. And you can see there's a lot of formats in here. So, you know, we could go with a QuickTime for an Apple one, or there's some really old ones in like Targa and whatnot. But more the common standard right now is an H.264. So we'll pick that. And that is by the Motion Picture Experts Group. And then we come down here to the preset. Now, this is work good here if we use a match source, but if we take a look underneath here, we have all kinds of presets that will get us to the exact preset that we want. So if I'm putting mine out to YouTube, for example, I could go down to 180p full HD, and so I can say, oh yeah, let's go right to there, and it'll automatically set that all up to be for us really well. Here's going to be our output name down here, sequence 1, and I can click on that and I can go then change this, and I'm going to go and place this in a different folder, for example, and I'm going to give it a different name. I'm going to call this say Gray Walls, Gray Walls hole number 9. Okay, and you can see I'm doing it as an MP4. I'll hit save, and now I got the output name. I could type in some comments. Make sure you always export out the video and the audio. You don't have to say export out the audio. It gives you a summary of all the settings of what you are doing. It comes down here and this gives you the basic video settings. And you can also go with the audio settings here, etc. And all you have to do come down here now is come down here and basically go to export. So when I go to export, it's going to start building this sequence now. And so it gives you an estimated time, and this can take some time. And so sometimes you have to sit back a little bit and let it do its thing. I just did a short segment here so it wouldn't be so long, but typically this can be a good long process that you kind of have to wait a little bit. And it looks like I'm almost done. Boom, so my video was exported successfully. And so that was all it took to create that video. Now, so that's probably the most typical settings there, is to export your sequence to an H.264 codec.